Okay, I think that's part of the issue. So that might have fixed part of the issue. There we go. So that might have fixed part of the issue. There we go. Here he is straight away. Sub champ. How's it going? Here he is straight away. Sub champ. How's it going? Change that. There we go. Just give me another little bit of a chilled one. Just trying to test out. I put it into the. Do you remember I was in your stream, Jason? I was talking about the low latency mode. Put it into the. Do you remember I was in your stream, Jason? I was talking about the low latency mode. Feedback. Okay. Is it the static sort of feedback? Feedback. Okay. Is it the static sort of feedback? Feedback. Is it the static sort of feedback? There we go. Has that changed anything? Hopefully it has. Hopefully that's changed something. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, there we go. Sound. Thank you. That's alright then. I had a moment then where I was like, oh god. So let me turn that back on. I can tell I'm not looking at the screen here. There we go. So yeah, the latency mode seems to have brought the delay down a little bit. So I'll try another stream at some other point, putting the latency down even further. Hopefully that should sort everything out. Get rid of this really annoying delay that there seems to be. You been doing any more Battlegrounds? I need to have a look at what scores are actually. I know I need to start tanking my rating a little bit, just because this new Rise to Power and everything else just seems to be a bit of a special free simulator at the moment. So hopefully, when we get the new updated globals, whatever they choose to be, it should be a little bit different. Ah, okay. Just working on your deck for tomorrow morning. Ah, any big and new changes that we've got in the deck that we didn't have before? Hey Zuzu. Let's get that one. Can't be bothered to keep there. Yeah, the special free fest is unreal. I've taken so many today. I'll show you in a second. Let me do this round of arena quick. Or just this go. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm a little bit late as well with this. I was watching the Nottingham Forest game for the Championship, or the English Football League Championship playoff semi-final, and that was a little bit more tense, and it went on a little bit longer than what we all expected and hoped. So that's why I'm a little bit later than what I was kind of hoping to be today. What's your rating now on Battlegrounds? Because I think You were definitely 1700, 1800 thing. I think last time I saw. Yeah, we'll come off this quick. So yeah, here's my one. So I just hit 1800 earlier. I was been on a decent winning spree, to be honest. It's not been too bad. I think it's like 12 in a row or something. So it's not been too bad. Again, I've not really been trying to do too much in terms of this. I'm just trying to get the sort of like the battleground challenge objectives that you're gonna see on the screen in just a second. So these ones here, I'm just trying to get these so that I can buy the signature stones each week, because they're the main important things. So even with not hitting some of the bigger milestones for this week just yet, what it means is I've already got the chance to be able to buy these like this. So I've still got another 5 days till these reset, but at least I have them now purchased. And what that's going to do is, I can eventually get down to them. It's going to keep sigging up a Mega Red just a little bit. I'll probably take him to like 160, and then I'll stop, and then possibly give some to Tigra or Archangel. I'm still not really quite sure yet on which one of them exactly I want to do, just because obviously they both have benefits. I'd quite like Archangel to get a little bit higher sig a little bit quicker, just so that I can sort of shut off abilities with neurotoxins a little bit quicker, because I've started to notice a little bit on my side personally, my RNG with Archangel seems to be quite poor at the moment. So if I've got any way to benefit me to be able to sort of bring the RNG back in my favor, and or then get it to the point where I can shut down nodes a little bit quicker and or champion abilities, then I need to start thinking about doing that ASAP. But I've invested a lot into a Mega Red, so I want to get to the point where he's better than the rank 5 star at least, and I think that's about 130 something, 140, and then I can just give up with them for a while, hope I pull a natural dupe or two, and then just let it kind of play out from there. Oh, ow, that hurt. My best defenders. Okay, so in terms of my deck, I'm pretty. My roster's very, very small compared to probably yourself and a lot of other people that are at least Paragon or in top master alliances, maybe even it's possibly worse than a lot of Platinum 1 alliances. So a lot of my gameplay in terms of Battlegrounds have always been with the same champs that I just have to let them refresh. I don't have the best time of just kind of swapping people in and out. It just doesn't seem to work that well. But I'll show you now, especially with the roster. Oh, nice. Another one of these pair of glasses, or the sling rings that I've never used apart from on the Dormammu event. So, Battlegrounds deck. So let me take all them out. So when it comes to the champions, defenders wise, Penny, she normally instantly gets banned. It's a little bit annoying, but I expected as much. Towards the higher levels, people have tended to not ban her because they've figured out the best way to fight her and stuff. But especially when I was a little bit lower, she was just instantly banned. Fing has been quite strong for me. I actually won the last round. I'll show you. Hold up. I actually won the last round of this matchup here. You're going to see it in a second. With Fing against Overseer. Somehow, I don't know how. I guess I kind of got lucky. They died with Tigra to my Magneto, and then I managed to kill the rank 3 Overseer with Fing. So, yeah, he has had a little bit of use on attack, mainly defense, but people seem to be just squashing Fing, especially with these node combinations right now, with Hitmonkey, Falcon. They seem to be sort of like the best bets that people have been using against Fing. But mine's Sig 200, and I kind of just played kind of Overseer at their own game, if you would. When they were stun immune, I just constantly kept parrying as soon as I could get to a special attack that was unblockable, that would then give me all the Furies. I'd just throw that to get the Furies, to get the damage higher. And as you can see, 113 seconds of fight duration. So I was close to timing out anyway, but we did manage to steal that one. Havoc versus Kitty, I'll kind of just review this one. So Havoc's also mainly a defender for people. I did use them on attack here, and just missed out to this when they used Nimrod on my Apocalypse. So a lot of these champions, so your Havocs, your Fings, your Vision Arcus, a couple of people like that can also be used on attack as well as defense, in my opinion. It's just getting that natural balance right, and then hoping that the other player kind of screws up or messes up just a little bit to give you a chance. Here they didn't. They absolutely smashed it. So I lost to the better matchup. But my draft wasn't brilliant at this point, and I just kind of just wanted to deal with it. So let me go back to the champs in the deck. So normally the deck just looks like this. It's been you. So you'll see them all at the moment, but the deck has been pretty much these consistently at the moment. So in terms of defenders, and mainly defenders, so the main defenders only have been who's mainly been only on defense. Havoc's pretty much only ever been defense. Domino has only ever been defense. Terrax, I thought about using them on attack against the Nimrod, but decided that I didn't want to use Terax and just thought, I'm intrigued to see how that matchup would go. I don't suspect it would go well, but I don't know, sometimes it works. Tigra for this mode, she's so fast. Yeah, 100%. Tigra, especially if people can use Tigra well, she's insane. She can move through opponents so quick. I've seen people do so many different fights with Tigra, and they do it in like 20 odd seconds, losing like 1% health. But I believe, if I'm not wrong, that Tigra needs to be at least a decent SIG level to be able to kind of just chomp through people so quickly, is what people talk about. You're going to want Mystic Dispersion at like 4 or 5 maybe. And then probably like SIG 120 maybe to get Maverick's insulting my pronunciation there. Just to get sort of like the opponents out of the way with all the sensors active, that she needs to be a decent SIG level. Mine's only like SIG 50, something like that. I'm on 1808, I think, Zuzu right now, and I'm thinking about tanking the rating a little bit. There's no reason, in my opinion, right now to push it crazy high, because all you're going to do is deal with oh, Maverick. Yeah, my pronunciation. It's just one of these things. People often like to take the schmeichel. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's the war rating at the moment. Oh, the war rating. Sorry, the Battlegrounds rating at the moment. Again, right now, when you look at the leaderboards, I know that it was KT1 that put a video out recently talking about it, saying how sort of like the top few spots here is just like a wall of shame sort of for Kabam right now, and I tend to agree. While these sort of cheaters, modders, whatever people want to call them, like weird accounts are at the top, it doesn't look good, it doesn't help, and that's just the way it is. I know that there is a good few people at the top here, so like TJ here and Beeraman, or else they are players. I know Beeraman had a little bit of an issue with Kabam recently because of that the email that they put on their community post, which was hilarious. Not sure why Kabam think Beeraman would be reporting themselves for cheating. It baffles me a little bit, but you know, these things are just the way they are. But TJ, I've spoken to TJ a few times. Very, very good player. Likes to use Killmonger a lot in war, which I find weird. I know that they are also the Defiance attacker global right now, which looks like it's gonna still stick. I tanked my score purposely so I can get low score matchups, which win easily for the objectives, because the win objectives are very rewarding. Yeah, 100%. The win objectives are where your main score and the main points are going to come from. Like you can see here, I'm close to getting the first 1500 one. Okay, Maverick. So basically, Beeraman sent a ticket in and said to Kabam that he was against a cheater, and obviously, as we all should, realistically, especially if we have enough time in a day, we try and get rid of the bad apples, the bad eggs in the group. So he tried to report it to Kabam, like showing a screenshot with him and then the opposition's name. What then happened was Kabam just made an assumption that Beeraman was the cheater. It was weird. So then they emailed back to Beeraman and said, oh, okay, so you're trying to report the cheater with the user, like the summoner name of Beeraman. And his response was like, "No, I am Biro Man. Why? I don't understand." So yeah, we're not dealing with anything too crazy right now. It's just one of these things. And it was just funny. Again, if you just search up Biro Man on YouTube, if you look for one of their recent community posts, you'll see it, and you'll have to laugh. I'd be surprised if people don't read it and laugh, because it's just crazy, crazy. I don't understand how people do that. I know that a lot of the emails are obviously monitored by automatic systems, so it's just yeah. Yeah, I saw that in your stream earlier, Jason. I think it was was it your first loss of the day? Maybe your second? So I think it was one of the two. It was either your first or second loss. Was when you just quit out. So that obviously at that point it doesn't charge you a charge on your champion either to use them. So if you just quit out, then it kind of saves you having to deal with the whole timer to wait out for the restart. Yeah, the automatic emails are a joke, and I don't know why they still continue to do them as strong and as much as what they do right now. We've had a few things, especially within GT40, where we've tried to send tickets to Kabam, and just almost every time is an automatic reply. You kind of feel like you're blessed if you manage to reach a human on the other side who can give you the time of day to actually respond and sort of act appropriately on what you're asking for in one of the tickets or the emails to them at the moment. So it's definitely quite interesting to see what they're going to be doing next and how they're going to be going. Because I know that with the recent post on the forums that came on today, where they were talking about the Act 6 nerf, then it should just come across that. As Maverick said, if you quit out, it doesn't count as one use of your champ straight away anytime. I don't believe, I haven't quit out and really looked, but from what I've been told from other people who have done it, because they're coming across like modders and cheaters and hackers and whatever else in between, that it didn't use a charge for them, from what I've been told and what I gather. I've not got a crazy amount of energy. Right, I'll give someone a win. We'll test it. We'll test it right now. I've got a few energy restores. Anyway. Have you guys reached the accomplishment for 5 times War Champion? No, not just yet. If things had gone a little bit better in Season 28, then we would now have it. There'd be a very, very big group of GT40, of like, not the OGs, but a lot of people who are still here from that time, that would now have the defending War Champ, which is the 5 times title. But we don't have it just yet. We're on 4. It's been 4 in a row, and it's been very, very good. We've enjoyed it. It's been good fun. Very curious to see how this next season kind of goes, with it starting to cost people a lot more in terms of loyalty. Hopefully not units, but we'll see how everything goes. People are going to have to adapt to a new meta. It's going to be interesting. So with this battle deck, who have I got low? Hercules is low, Warlock's low, Black Widow's low. So I'll give someone a win here. Apocalypse, Red Hulk, Ebony. Right. So there's a lot of good options here. Let me give someone a win. And we'll just test out whether it works or not. Let's see who we matched. Oh, really? Of all people? Why? Why? I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so who should we ban? Let's pick some fun things. Let's take away his Rogue, his Miles, and his Sasquatch. Of all people, why would it be FinTech? So he banned Doom, Penny, and Thing. Okay. I didn't even want to play this one, like, legitly, and now I've managed to match FinTech. I've left them with Kitty and I've left them with Tigra, so they should beat me quite comfortably. So let's see what happens here. Again, I'm not gonna be. I'm just laughing to myself, as if it's FinTech. That's funny. So let's go for Mags, and I don't really like Moleman on this. I'm going to show you how bad my RNG is with Archangel. He's not really got any mutants, so I'm not really worried about that. Let's go Black Widow. Immortal Hulk. Pick my defender. I mean, yeah, let's get rid of one of his tech champs now. Oh, I went Tigra on Havoc. Okay, interesting. Let's go, Nick. Ow! Just caught the microphone. That was awkward. There we go. Waiting for it. Oh, DP don't. I was like, let's just give someone a win, and then we match FinTech. How has that happened? Probably gonna give him like a crazy amount of things as well. Yeah, sound. There we go. He'll have won that 100%. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the next fight and use Domino or Black Widow or someone like that, and then back out and just see if it's used to charge or not. Again, I don't really mind. I'm quite happy to give FinTech a win. So if I use... let's use Black Widow on defense. What's good anyway, DP? How's it going? so let's see if that did use any charges or not. Oh, the EOP, yeah. Yeah, that comes out tomorrow, doesn't it? Don't know whether I'll stream that or not. We'll see. So yeah, it was Maverick, I believe, who was asking me about the charges. So you can see here that even with using the champs, that my champions have still got the charges. So Black Widow was on one, Havoc was on one, Domino was on a couple. So I didn't actually lose any of the charges from backing out. So I don't know whether that's meant to be the case or not, but that's how it works. So that's how a lot of people are getting around if they do end up matching any like modders or hackers or anything like that. They're just kind of getting in, realizing, okay, this is dodgy, this is so dodgy, and it's just then people backing out to try and save themselves charges because it's just the easiest way. Where's this history? There was someone who I faced. I can't remember who it was. Was it this one? No. Who was it I faced? It was a few hours ago. Was it this one? Yeah. How did I go with the EOP? So, in terms of myself, I used Dragon Man for the extra large and the Mystic challenges, and then I used a Mega Red as the villain one to get the free challenges done for the Paragon difficulty. It wasn't too bad. I think I used like one revive between the two goes because I wasn't really bothered about trying to get like solos. I could see it's easily done. I just couldn't be bothered to restart it more than once. I was just like, nah, it's not worth my time. I've got revives in the overflow. I'll just use them. They're going to expire, and I'd rather not sell them because nothing in this game sells for anything decent gold-wise anyway. So if it gave me a decent amount of gold, like you can see, I'm not really struggling with gold. I've still got a decent amount right now, but again, it's not really worth selling anything at the moment. So this fight, I'm curious and I'm very intrigued to see what people's opinions are. So this person that I was against here was running full suicides. They were fighting against my rank 4 Hercules here on defense with their rank 5 Archangel. They managed to clear the fight in 33 seconds, which I was like, this is very, very weird. Is this just really, really good RNG to the point that I've never seen such good RNG? Or is this just someone that's a little bit sus? I'm intrigued. How did your EOP go, by the way, Hazza? I forgot to ask. Sorry, that's really rude of me. Did you do it quite easily? Did you struggle? Is there anything that was how many hits? 25. It'll come up on the screen in a second. I'll show you mine as well. I don't know. I think it's very quick to do it with Archangel. But every time you knock Hercules down, you've got the Rise to Power node that's going to give them power. You then make them stun immune for a few seconds, so you then have to at least reparry once every time. So you're going to have to reparry at least 3 or 4 times, I guess. Again, I didn't really think anything of it. I was just curious. A couple of my alliance mates, we weren't sure either. We were like, it's weird. I don't think it's someone dodgy, but it's yeah. Again, 5 out of 5 deep wounds, great RNG. I thought it was legit. Like, God, if I beat a modder, then I've done pretty well anyway. But yeah, so we were just a bit unsure, and I was just trying to gauge people's opinions, really. Like, there's just so much going off, especially with these globals. This global, while I'm doing okay in terms of my history of it, as you can see, like now, I've got a decent record in this global. I'm just not a really big fan of it. If I'm honest, it just seems a little bit crazy. Like, it's just a special free fest, as I've said before. I'm not really keen on that. It just seems to be a little bit of a nightmare, especially for a lot of people who aren't used to or wanting to kind of deal with parrying a lot and trying to bait specials and hoping that a defender and the AI isn't so passive that they'll actually throw a special at you. Because that's the thing that a lot of people, from what I'm seeing in other streams and stuff, are realizing, is that there's the power gain that you've got to deal with from knocking someone down. It's the power gain that you've got to deal with from if you gain a buff. It's the power gain that you've then got to deal with if they naturally gain power on their own. If you've then got to deal with extra power gain if they're a mystic using mystic dispersion. And you just like, what? How does that make any sense? How does that make it in any way competitive? Sometimes it's just a race to, okay, who's gonna throw a special free and die first. I've seen people with rank 3 long shots that are duped that just basically get to like 3 bars of power in like 2 combos, and you're like, how has this happened? They throw a special free, you get stunned, and then bang, it's probably game over. You're in a catch-22, knock them down, power, then you dex, you're screwed. Yeah, exactly. Unless you're running someone like Magic, or the one intriguing champ that I'd want to use, but I've never used yet. I don't have them ranked up high enough, especially for this global, would be this mutant champ here. So one of the abilities that Psylocke has is that if you can throw a special 1 when your opponent has very, very little power, you constantly have them power locked. But I don't know how that would then work with the global, for the Rise to Power global, and also the power snack. If you can, if she kind of bypasses that a little bit, again, I have no intention to rank her up right now. I still try and kind of be a bit careful with my rank ups, even though you can see I've had like 100 and something million gold. I'm in a very good position compared to what a lot of the people are, a lot of people seem to be struggling with gold, especially right now, and at the moment it's a very interesting scenario. OG Vision, yeah, I have both visions. Hopefully we'll get to see them both on the screen together here. So yeah, I have the Age of Ultron, and I also have OG Vision. So again, I haven't really used them. I haven't really needed to just of yet. I've just kind of bypassed everything. I imagine if there was a way to make Gilly work, I've only seen people using Guillotine against I've only seen people use Guillotine against like Havoc and stuff when they've got no other option and they're just desperate to be able to beat them. So yeah, it's just one of these things. Yeah, there's a lot of people, Jason, in that scenario where they've just got no gold, and it's hard, especially with Kabam bringing out a game mode like Battlegrounds, where we're seeing the we're seeing the meta constantly changing like every week. People aren't going to be able to, they're not going to be able to cope unless they spend a lot. The rosters and the resources aren't going to cope enough to be able to constantly keep up with them rank ups. So people are going to have to start making choices at some point. It's just one of these things. Yeah, we know your Kang's a little bit overpowered. I know KT1 had a little bit of a gripe about your Kang, didn't they? But anyone that can have the chance to get a 6-star Kang, get them duped, and take them to rank 4, yeah, go for it. you knew what you wanted to do. You got your other rank ups done so you could have fun and use Kang. And from what I've seen from the videos so far, it looks like it's been good. And on, yeah, it's kind of my bad. As I was explaining earlier, I'm a Nottingham Forest fan, and Nottingham Forest were in the Championship playoff semi-final today against Sheffield United in the second leg. So I was like, right, let me watch this football match. Hopefully Forest end it early doors, and then I can come on the stream after and hopefully catch some of the people who were moaning that I did the live stream too late last time. And no, it's just the playoffs. It's not the FA Cup. So it's just a chance to then get promoted into the Premier League because we missed out on the automatic promotion. It's like a second chance. So 3rd to 6th face off in 2 domestic games, and then the winners of them 2 will then go into like the winners sort of final and play in Wembley, and then hopefully get promoted. One of them will get promoted to the Premier League. The FA Cup we didn't do too terribly at this season, to be fair. But yeah, I was really hopeful that we'd just put the game to bed early, especially when we scored first. And then we bottled it. Yeah, so then it went to extra time. So there was no way that the stream was going to happen any earlier than what it did. No, Nottingham Forest. No. We're not. We're in the Championship at the moment. Hopefully we can make the Premier League. It's been a long time since we've been there. So hopefully we can get back sometime soon. It'd be good. I'd be a little bit worried just from what I saw tonight of the team that we've taken, but from what I've seen overall in the season, they've done pretty well. I can't really fault too much. But I'm just going to do a little bit of arena because I need to get it done while I'm chilling and chatting. Why are we getting DP into TCN? What? No, I don't play it. I'm a big supporter. I do play as we call it, football, but I know what people across the pond call it soccer. I do play it just for fun at the weekend. So I'm definitely nothing special, put it that way. But I enjoy it and it's a laugh, and hopefully we'll see how it goes for the next few years. But maybe I'll give it up and then go and watch Forest all the time with a season ticket or something like that. Oh, tell I'm not watching my screen. Just smacking Iron Man Infinity War into his armors. Oh. God, I bet this guy's a nightmare. Yeah. Okay. What position did they play? I'm a defender, normally centre half or full back. Oh, okay, so if he scores a lot, he's probably going to be a forward. He's probably going to be, yeah, like Slay said, forward. So striker, centre forward, winger. I guess it'd be one of them sort of positions that they'd be talking about. Are we trying to get DP in a new alliance or something, Slay? I'm confused. Oh no, I've only just realised Nestle's just said that. Rank 4 Omega. So many people. We're all just intrigued to see how Slade does in GT40 this season. We're pretty sure he's going to smash it. But he's already getting all his GT40 defensive rank ups done, which is always nice to see. We have a reputation to upkeep, so. I think you ran out of gold, didn't you? Slade, to be able to finish the level up on that one champ that you ranked up. Is that right? Was it gold or was it ISO? I haven't even touched the Act 8.1 beta actually. I probably should do that at some point. Yeah. So we'll maybe do that over the next couple of nights or something. Try and get on a little bit earlier. Catch a few more people potentially. That may be more in the normal time zone that I'm in. And then just go for it. Yeah, SSX are obviously going to be very, very curious to see how Slay gets on. When we faced them the very early into last season that's just been and gone, we had a very, very close war. There was a few people that had input issues, if I remember rightly, between Slay and DLL. They wouldn't wish me good luck when I had a fight against them and then I died, so I appreciate that, you too, thank you very much. But no, it was very, very close. I know Work in Progress had that horrific RNG against the Mojo. That was pretty bad. I think I remember Slay actually sending me a message saying how much did we pay Kabam to give us that opportunity for that to happen, because it was really, really bad. Somehow Mojo got like 5 prompts and it was like 7 or 8 seconds, 1 SB2 or something. It was absolutely nuts. I don't think I've ever seen it happen before like that. It got absolutely ruined by just sheer RNG and unfortunate like AI behavior. Yeah, for the 6-star shards, I should probably be quick. How many is it? Because I think I heard someone saying something about it's 22,000 if you do all of Act 8, but obviously right now it's just 8.1. Is that right? So it's capped at a few thousand 6-star shards? Is that right? Yeah, so 22k if you do the full exploration, and that's 8.1, 0.2, 0.3, and then 0.4 when they're ultimately released at some point later. DP, I imagine it'll be the same as what the other ones have been, so I imagine it's like just six per quest, I guess. Again, I've not even touched it, so I couldn't tell you fully. I'm sure Hazard or Jason or Slay, if they've done it, might be able to give you a little bit more better information. Yeah, there you go. So 2k per quest, and you've got. So how does that work out then? Because surely, it's like, surely with 2k per quest, wouldn't you be looking at like 12k shards just from 8.1? Or is it? Oh, okay. So just for 8.1 you get 22k. I thought it was for the whole act. I must have got that wrong. Yeah, yeah, okay. That's fair enough. Oh, nice. Drop that block there. Come on, Tarex, hit decent heavy. Yeah, I've heard other people talking about. I think there's one quite interesting boss fight. Is it against a She-Hulk or something? I think I've heard a couple of people speaking about a She-Hulk fight. Tarex. No, absolutely not. I am not doing Tarex next. No. Do not give me or anyone else the impression that I will be taking up Tarex next. I don't appreciate that thought process. Yeah. They had their rank up already from me in Penny Parker. But nah, I'm joking. The next one will be a defensive one, more than likely. I've had one sort of AQ and fun and another prestige and alliance war sort of rank up. So I kind of owe, if I do stick around in GT4A, I'm good enough to stay for a little bit longer. I'll kind of owe a rank up to them, because hopefully with another big season and then the EOP rewards, that should then put me on my rank 4, I think. And it bugs me because I know that I'm not going to be able to get my units in time for the July the 4th offers, where Paragon players are probably going to get a huge buff. But I imagine a lot of the buff for Paragon players for July the 4th could possibly come from the money deals rather than anything else. So I guess we'll just kind of see how that all goes. EOP will give you your 5th. Wow, you've been spending some money, Jason. Been splashing the cash. Or is it just that GT40's prestige for AQ is so low, we just cost ourselves so many more rank 4s? I don't know, potentially that could be it. Penny is the next rank 4 for a retired guy. That's pretty steady. I guess in terms of the game, I'm definitely not retired. I'm very competitive in terms of Alliance War, and I'm not even close to where you're at. So it's pretty steady and decent. Penny's a rank 4. People often say to me, "Why do I just use them on defense?" And I do for the most part. Like, I wouldn't, especially right now, it's the only rank 4 in our battle group, so I have no reason to think that at any time soon they're going to take my Penny off defense. But we never know. Anything can happen. I've seen a lot of people use Penny for offense, especially with, is it the Spider-Gwen synergy? I think it's the Spider-Gwen synergy. I have a feeling you're going to go into Wrath. Yeah, of course you are. God, I miss having Suicides on for doing this terrible arena. Slay, what's your Battlegrounds rating now? I'll have to have a look in a second. Nearly soloed a Sasquatch boss. Wow. See, people often tell me how good she is. I don't know. I guess I just tend to ignore them. Just because I know that... I saw it was below 1500. I just know that she's going to be on defense for a little while. Especially now the sort of fix made her just that little bit more annoying. Yeah, Jason, I put a lot of generic SIG tones into her because I was like, I don't really want to rank for her if she's not going to be SIG 200 too. So I threw a lot of the generics from Act 7 Exploration into that. So she's rank 4, SIG 200, and constantly banned in Battlegrounds. 1497, yeah. I'm going to get to the point very, very soon where I'm going to start tanking. I might even do that tomorrow for a little bit. So yeah, I was at 1800 and I was testing out whether backing out of mid fight and mid match would cost you a charge for Maverick, who was in the stream at the time, because I heard that it did. I ended up matching FinTech, left them with the Kitty and the Tigra and whatever else because I really wasn't paying attention to it, and yeah, I just kind of gave them the win, then backed out. Does Black Widow come at me? There we go. How low do you think we can go, Slay? Do you reckon there's a cap on like how low they'll let us? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's other people that are tanking as well, so now you've got to be like, it's a matter of who's the quickest quitter. Just because there's no real reason to keep pushing DP. Like, what, apart from a little bit of bragging rights between a few different people and just, I don't know, just not wanting to match modders, I guess. And I know personally from my point of view, for example, that especially right now, until Kabam actually release anything solid about what's going to happen with Battlegrounds next, like I don't see any purpose in just going past the milestones once I've hit the, I want to say it's 20 wins for the final 1500 token things, then I just don't play anymore. Yeah, there's nothing to prove right now. Like, everybody was obviously predicting, and we still don't know really what the ranked rewards for Battlegrounds are yet. It's just one of these things that everyone's kind of still speculating, and when they do actually release it properly, I imagine what's going to happen is that then people will see the rewards and decide whether it's worth it, whether it's relics or whether it's whatever they decide to release at that point. So, because most people have predicted, I believe, that it's going to be the relics that come from this Battleground store. Is that? People correct me if I'm wrong. If that's not the impression other people have been getting, but that's kind of the impression I got from what I've been hearing. So once they release a sort of like a ranked reward and make it worth like people pushing and getting to a certain score or a certain limit, I just kind of, I'm not really bothered about pushing it too hard. I kind of just use it to have a laugh, test a few different matchups, get the rewards right now. They're pretty easy for the SIG stones. Early in the stream I bought the 10 generic 6-star 6 stones for this week. So put them straight into a Mega Red. So he's now 130, I think, something like that. Yeah, loads of people have all these refills expiring. I think I've only got a couple left. I think I've got like 2 or 3 that are expiring in the next day or so. So I don't know whether to use them on Battlegrounds or if to just kind of auto sim the lower content to try and see if I can sneak some extra units somewhere. I think I might be 1 off. Let me check. Oh, that's not good. I did notice there's I don't know if it's a bug or not, by the way, when you're fighting Black Widow. If you're holding block with Nebula and she heavy attacks you, you actually keep building your charges even while you're being heavy attacked. So I suspect it's a bug, but just something that I noticed the other day. Oh, I was meant to look. Hold up. Oh, I've got it. There you go. A 5-star Archangel. Why are you doing that? I thought you were still tanking. Have you just decided that's it now? You've had enough. Oh, didn't mean to click on actually Red Hulk himself. It's just the point where you decide that you're now going to become competitive against Slay and do Battlegrounds properly. Like, I'd be happy going back down to like 1500, 1600, somewhere around there. Oh wow, what the hell? That was a rapid recovery. GT4 bullet stone free. What am I reading? Oh, come on, Colossus. You're killing me. Yeah, 100% saying that's. I think that's what position a lot of people are going to be in very, very soon. Most people just don't seem to care anymore. Yeah, give me that power. water block me, of course you are. This fight's been going a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I wouldn't mind a rank 4 Ebony Maw, to be honest, actually. He's one of the champs. I said that outside of the normal niche, more Mojo, I wouldn't mind a rank 4 Mojo. Speaking of which, long shots here now. Who else? Mephisto's a weird one. I'm not really too bothered about Mephisto. I do understand that Mephisto still serves a great purpose in the game in terms of some of the utility and the immunities. I just don't have a big love for them. I feel like with a little numbers name. Oh yeah, rank 4 Mojo would be 100% more Mojo. I don't think I'd do long shot. I think long shot can do everything you kind of want them to do it. Oh crap. At rank 2, maybe rank 3. I did all the Karina's challenge and stuff with a lot of the champions not at rank 3 that people recommended. So we'll see. I think that'll kill me here. We do already have a couple of rank 4 Mojos in the alliance though. So the chances of me doing that anytime soon will be low, especially with, like I said, the next rank 4 rank up will probably be in some way defense related. I know we already have a rank 4 Ebony Maw lined up. There's someone's next. And we have a few different rank 4s that are already in motion. The one champ that I won't do is America Chavez. Not happening. Ever. And people can clip that or whatever. Ever. It's just not happening. There's the Rintra dupe. I'll wait until some other time for that. What have I got left? Oh, I've just got. Yeah, she's pretty meme and she's killed me a few times. Sad. Yeah, unfortunate. I just never seem to get the luck to go my way when I'm fighting her, especially on stun immune nodes. She always just seems to 200 IQ me. I'm glad I got even more things there. Anti-Riser was 2 o'clock. So I think on this stream it's like a 7 or 8 second delay, I think. So hopefully with the next settings that I pull in for the next one, the delay should be a little bit less. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, I'm not sure what I've done there. It's weird with the UK weather at the moment because like it's not warm, it's not cold, but it's just a weird that I feel quite warm. And I can't open the window at the moment because the cat may run loose and they're not allowed out. Oh, whatever you Doom. This was not a Doom fight. I need to get some of my water. 1 second. Right, there we go. I'm back. Oh wow. Look at my RNG with that Archangel. It goes from absolutely terrible to insane. There's no middle ground. I don't know how to start. Joe, when you were using the 4 stars today, were you still playing the matches, or were you just walking in and quitting? Oh, DP, did you see my fight against Doom in the seasons then? where it was like my RNG was probably the worst I've ever seen. Oh, too early. And that's going to make me take all the extra damage. Yep. There we go. Well, you know you were dropping the four. You said you were using 4 stars in Battlegrounds, right? Were you playing like the fight still and just trying to see if you could do it, or were you just instantly walking in and then quitting, just to lower your rating? APOC with Mr. F. No. Oh yeah, of course, because APOC would mean that the Petrify from Mr. F would actually stick. Normally, if you used anyone but APOC, it would then instantly be shrugged off, wouldn't it, because of the conflict node? Oh, that node. Because surely Human Torch with Nova Flames and White Mags would be as easy, if not easier, than a Poco on that node. Against like a Doom anyway. Because I used to see a lot of people use I-Bomb on that Conflict mini. More hold special, yeah. Doesn't surprise me. Again, that's the other reason for this Battlegrounds. It's with Masochism, okay, parry, reparry, and playing around it. Some people would argue there's at least a little bit of skill in that, and making sure you're kind of getting that all perfect. There's just a little bit too much like RNG, and it just takes a bad look. The defender hits a special 3, doesn't want to throw it, and then boom, you're in trouble. Oh, that's close. Yeah, already got like 5 revives. Yeah. EQ open yet? Nope. But I think I'm going to end it here for tonight. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you very much. I'll try and keep doing these over the next couple of days and just try and see if I can get other stuff done and try and make it a little bit better. But yeah, I appreciate it. Again, if people can give me some feedback on if it's going okay, the sound volumes, if it needs to go up, down, whatever inputs need to change, just let me know. But apart from that, again, you can do that online if you need to. Don't feel like you need to do it in the chat at all. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much.